Hey there, Darkstar here. I have achieved my goal, 2 billion credits. So I'm switching to flying a plane that I like to fly, which is not the 737. We're gonna fly the Longitude. I just posted a video on the Longitude flight I just did, more of an instructional flight. Thought this one I might have a little fun with. We're gonna take off in the wee hours of the morning. Under possibly questionable conditions, and I don't know what we're going to be arriving into, but it should be daybreak when we arrive. So and let's get our flight plan filed, and I want to check it with SimBrief. What happened? Hope we didn't lose our flight. That would suck. Okay. Okay, let's go with a little bonus fuel. See, we've got a zero fuel weight of 23389. See, we've got, I'm thinking to clean this up so that we don't have to, let's see if we can get away with this. This will be a test if it fails the mission or not. Used to be able to do this. It used to be a lot faster. You used to be able to just click and remove. I don't plan on staying in here for 2.5 hours, so I'm gonna sim rate. Okay, there we go. So now what we can do, we collapse that, we click edit, we grab this, we send that to ATC and avionics. And then we go back into SimBrief and we say we want that to be our route. And it says you can't do that one. Okay, fine. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I mainly just want the fuel anyway, so I think that's good. Okay, altitude 43. I think I put 44. It's close enough. fuel 5940. Okay. Now let's go ahead and put 43 in here. We want our longitude, which is nearby. And we get the longitude. Let's give it a wash. Okay, called for 5940 pounds, which is just a hair more than this is calling for, but I like it to have a little bit more of a buffer. But it's cool that this was pretty close to SimBrief. Don't usually see that. Maybe they're getting better at it. Marco Polo. Whoa. Nice and early in the morning. No struts, good. Okay, I think that's just the doorway there. Trying to get the tire, there we go. Tires are good. And of course this plane's pretty cool. It has like tons of compartments you can peek into. Oh, we don't have a flashlight out here. Oh no, that's terrible. Of course you would check all these and you'd check your antennas underneath. Fueling. Fuel panel. See, there is there it is. Too bad that doesn't tell you anything. Aileron's good. Flaps are good. Tires are good. Struts. Batteries should be connected. Vacuum waste system. Whoa, that has a light? That's wild. External power. Let me check all these. Okay, we're getting a little worn on the struts there, I think. There's another fuel tank cap here. I wish you could, like, I like the one where you can open the door and you don't immediately get in, which this does, but then you get in and sit down. Okay, now we can use our little flashlight. Let's get the batteries on. We'll utilize our external power here for a minute. Let's go and get the standby power on. Get the emergency lights on. I don't think that does anything. That I like. It stays open. Okay, so now we can check the lights. Should have wing lights here. Yep. Got, I believe that is the landing light. Got that one. That might be the taxi light. Landing light, wing light. And of course you'd also check like all these little doohickeys here. Check the pitot tubes, the angle of attack, the backup pitot tube. There's another pitot tube on the other side. Okay, light. You can see the strobes. Tail light. All right, let's get APU starting. We'll get the unnecessary lights off for now. And then let's get our passengers boarded once once that comes up. Wish that filled out.
Boarding begins if you're ready, Captain.
Ground service, hi. This is flight DSC 1 parking 19. Please begin passenger boarding.
Lovely view inside the wing.
Nice to meet you, Captain.
Get our stabilizers trim in. And now we can get the engine started.
Payer and clearance delivery. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1 IFR to Zaporizhzhia, ready to copy.
Brake check.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1 is cleared to Zaporizhzhia Airport via the FRIB-1 Romeo departure, runway 23. Climb via SID maintain flight level 430. Departure frequency is 125.55, squawk 6552.
Cleared to Zaporizhzhia via the FRB-1 Romeo departure, runway 23. Climb via SID maintain flight level 430. Departure frequency is 125.55, squawk 6552, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, read back correct. Contact ground on 119.7. Good day.
Hi team, ready to leave for Zaporizhzhia? I see you're already getting everything prepped for our passenger, Mrs. Korba. We expect all of you to provide her with the best of service. I know I can count on you. Have a nice flight.
Payer and ground. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, ready to taxi, IFR.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1. Taxi to and hold short of runway 23 via taxiway November Delta Cross runway 23 Lima Yankee Tango. Contact tower on 119.7 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 23 via taxiway November Delta Cross runway 23 Lima Yankee Tango. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1.
Okay. Okay, so we want November Delta, 23 left, Yankee Tango. Okay, we are up here, I think. X means closed? Like, are we not? Military use only. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Why would it have us cross the runway? And I don't... Okay, so November Delta, cross 23 left, Yankee somewhere here, Tango. Just to go up that way, I guess. Okay, so what's our current heading? South, so we're pointing more or less that way, so we need to make a left back around here. I'm going to use the little cheat thing for a minute. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, there's really no room to turn around here. So we will have to do some off-roading, I do believe. Are off. Why are we not moving? Welcome, passengers.
To all passengers, welcome onboard flight DSC-1 with service from Zaporizhia to Zaporizhia. Will be shortly in line for takeoff. Please fasten your seatbelts and secure all baggage underneath your seat, and make sure your seats and table trays are in the upright position for takeoff. Please switch all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones, to airplane mode. This is a non-smoking flight. Thank you for choosing Radiant Airways. Enjoy your flight.
Please fasten your seatbelt by sliding the metal end into the buckle and pulling tight. To release, lift the flap. You already know how to do this, surely. This aircraft has exits in the front, rear, and fourth dimension, so take a look around now and familiarize yourself with their locations. If oxygen is needed, masks will drop from the ceiling. Grab one, pull hard, and place it over your nose and mouth quickly, because we may not have one for everyone. In the unlikely event of a water landing, your seat cushion doubles as a flotation device. Your neighbor does not. Federal law prohibits smoking or tampering with the detectors in the lavatory. If you need to smoke, please step out onto the wing. Use caution when opening the overhead bins, as bags and small children may have shifted during flight. If there's anything else we can do to make your flight more comfortable, please let us know just as soon as we land. We thank you for flying with us. Here at Summit Air, we know you have choices in air travel, but we also know you can't afford them. That's it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight, because we're all counting on you to fly the plane in the event of food poisoning. Narrow taxiways. funny thing is this is Tango, but then we have India, Juliet across here. That's where we have to go, even though it didn't say. Oops. And we technically should be holding short here, but the hold short is up there for some reason. Hope it doesn't ding us. Our runway up there somewhere. There we go.
Payern Tower, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1 at runway 23 ready for departure. IFR to Zaporizhzhia.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, QNH 1014. Cleared for takeoff runway 23.
Cleared for takeoff runway 23.
Cleared for takeoff runway 23. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1. To all passengers, this is First Officer Sommer speaking. Estimated flight time to Zaporizhzhia is 2 hours 22 minutes. We remind you to keep your seatbelt fastened. Thank you for your attention, and let's have a great flight.
Got flaps 1. Altitude is set. Stabilizer trim is set. Okay, we need to climb out and make a U-turn. Let's see, heading bugged. Throttle armed. Takeoff mode. Both engines looking good. Okay, takeoff power. Airspeed's alive.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1. Geneva Center, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1 is passing 3,400 climbing flight level 430.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, Geneva Center, QNH 1014, radar contact. Continue to MP 701.
The heck?
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, keep speed, not above 185 knots.
Uh-oh.
Keep speed, not above 185 knots. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1.
Why is it not slowing down? I don't understand the auto throttle in this thing. It's like we busted the speed limit. Let's go back to FMS. We're above 10, we'll get the lights off. That's annoying anyway. You're free to move about the cabin. We don't care about your safety. Oh, look at that. Actually, let's... How's it going out there? Are flying out of LSMP military for somehow, I don't know. I didn't know it was military when I picked it originally, but I was looking at the charts and it's like for military use only. Like, oh well, I guess we're a pretend military flight. And then we're flying into, I don't know where this is either, UKDE. Somewhere way over there.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1 contact Zurich Center on 126.225. Good day.
126.225 for Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1. Zurich Center, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1 is at flight level 220, climbing flight level 430.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, Zurich Center. Radar contact, continue to vacuum.
Right.
Fuel gauge reads 50%, Captain.
We have a phone number we can call. +415846621111. I'm not sure how to say that. Aaron? Apparently it's the name of a nearby town. let's see, what is our destination? UKDE. Ah, Ukraine. Maybe I should have taken the F-18. I don't think it's available in career mode though. At least not yet. Flaps, throttle, ice protection, pressurization is good, altimeter set standard, exterior lights off, APU off. Okay, we've got auto throttle on. Is fully charged. So what's everyone up to? Huh. They didn't want to get involved? Okay. I'll finish my career mode grind today. I'm done grinding. I'm not going to grind anymore until heavy comes out. But I had 2 billion credits, so now it's off to fly fun planes. this one. Also, there's that Cessna 210 Turbo. That one's fun to fly. I've even live streamed flights and recorded flights in it. The little Piper Dakota they added, that's pretty fun. Right now I'm kind of flying in career mode mostly, but I have the Kodiak 100. I like to fly that, but it's obviously not available in career currently. I like the ATR regionals. I wish they would add those to career. They're talking about it on the dev stream, so hopefully it'll be one of the first ones to get added out of the Aviator edition anyway. The little Vision Jet's fun to fly. What are some of the others? I don't know right now off the top of my head. One plane they just added to career is the 404 Titan. That was kind of fun. I did.
Delta Sierra Charlie 1 contact Vienna Center on 124.4. Good day.
124.4. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1. Vienna Center, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1 is passing flight level 410, climbing flight level 430.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, Vienna Center. Radar contact, continue to vacuum.
Okay. So they added the 404 Titan in 3 different career missions, like medical, charter, I believe, and I think cargo. I did a trio of missions in that, just playing around in it. They did okay. The Saab 340 is fun. It's in career mode, but the mission's kind of busted. It seems like about half the time when I try to fly one, it'll just instantly fail the mission. So it gets a little frustrating. But I do like flying the plane.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1. Please expedite your climb flight level 430.
I'm trying, man. I'm running out of juice here. Stall, I guess we're okay. So what do you tend to like to fly?
Passengers, glad to be your captain today. First, I'd like to welcome everyone on behalf of Radiant Airways on flight DSC-1. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 38,000 feet and airspeed of 200 knots. It's 6:11 a.m. and are expecting to land in Zaporizhia approximately at 10:04 a.m. local time. Current temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Cloudy out today. So what do you fly in DCS? Like older warplanes or more modern fighters? Okay. Passengers? We don't even have any passengers. Oh, there they are. Okay. I like how what they did with the sky. How they got the sky shadow in there. That anymore. Pretty nice sunset. Long time ago I used to play Falcon 4.0, and now they've taken it and basically completely rewritten it, and it's like Falcon BMS or something like that. I haven't played it in forever. It's single player, but yeah. I got DCS, but I wasn't quite ready to get into it yet, so I might go back to it. I do like dogfighting. I have to admit though, I don't really know much about how DCS works. Like is it, I don't know. I don't know what you do. Like how do you just fly around in the world and find people to dogfight, or do you go to like specific servers, or how does it work? Just at a basic level. So there's a whole bunch of different servers, and how many people tend to be on, like, I guess a semi-popular server? Is it just a small number of people, or like hundreds? I'm sure I'll watch some videos and stuff and get into it as well, but when I got 2024, I got the aviator package, so I've got, I don't know, what do I have right now? 145 aircraft or so, between aviator and buying a few extras. So, learning them all has kept me pretty busy. Oh, 2,000. Wow, okay. Those servers 50 to 60. Or 5 to 60. Some J.J. Abrams going on in here. Yeah. Although it's almost that bad in MSFS now too. Like some of the planes are even like $80. It's like, it's a good thing I don't like airliners all that much. Okay, let's start dealing with our flight plan here.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, contact Budapest Center on 120.375. Good day.
120.375. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1.
Sierra Charlie 1, Budapest Center. Radar contact, continue to vacuum.
I do have the 707. Boeing 707. It's a really old airliner. It was kind of fun to fly, but it's a little sketchy. It's not super well built. All right. Well, I guess we only have one choice. We'll go with that one. Let's look at our arrival chart here. Let's hope we still get 20 when we get there. getting any of those. Okay, 1115, that's what we got. 1970, close enough. Some CPU glitching. How can I see my individual CPUs? Whoops. No, I don't want to update. Something's hitting the CPU hard for some reason.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, contact Bucharest Center on 118.175. Good day.
118.75.
Going to 118.175. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1.
118.175.
Bucharest Center. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1. Flight level 430.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, Bucharest Center. Radar contact. Continue to vacuum.
Should have more than enough fuel. I brought extra, so that's no surprise. Uh-oh. We have no weather. I guess it's not night anymore, and that's not annoying. We can put that back on. Have you like seen career mode? How it works and everything? It's very buggy, but in a way it's kind of fun. Kind of hoping they do more with it. It's basically good, like, you know, you do missions, you have different companies, you can get planes into different companies, planes and helicopters.
Summit Delta
They do a little bit
Sierra
different
Charlie 1,
things.
contact Chisinau.
Going to 127.8, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1. Chisinau Center, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, flight level 430.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, Chisinau Center. Radar contact, continue to Kasem.
So there's like search and rescue missions, and there are airplane ones, but they're really hard because the terrain really isn't meant to be landed on. So you can kind of get screwed on that one. I like the helicopter search and rescue missions. Yeah, this is charter, so you're supposed to carry some VIP from one place to another. There's cargo. Medevac. The thing that medevac is supposed to do, it doesn't do very well. It's kind of broken still. You're supposed to sometimes get diverted to the nearest airport, and that doesn't work. Yeah. I mean, there are other career modes that work with, you know, even 2020 and X-Plane and stuff. Like NeoFly is a free one. I did a couple of months at NeoFly. That was fun. I got Fly the Line, but I haven't played it yet. I was finishing up this career mode stuff. Well, when you get your first company, don't buy flight C. Skip to cargo. That would be my big tip. So here's my career guide.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, contact Odessa Center on 120.9er. Good day.
Going to 120.9er, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1.
Charlie 1, Odessa Center. Radar contact, continue to Kasem.
Wish they wouldn't talk over each. Is our top of descent. Huh. If we can't do a little better than that. I wonder if X106 will load there. Oh, here's the problem. Remove that. That might take care of it. That's better. Let's see if it'll find X160. 1. Looks better. And now we're just 9 minutes from top of descent. Yeah, thanks. I hang out on the official forum career mode channel, and you know, we try to help people who get stuck on whatever. And I just took a whole bunch of notes from that and put it together in the doc. So, but yeah, I've put a little bit of work into it. More, I put work into the spreadsheets that are linked from there. So those were kind of fun to get going. So it's got like all the planes, a lot of information about them, links to a video that I did flying each one, some equipment. I don't have all the equipment loaded out yet. Working on that. Working on gathering this data. For each plane, range and speed, whether it's in career or not, the ones that are added in Sim Update 3, what companies they're available in, and how much they cost new in that company. So, and then how much each company earns, kind of a range. Getting all this was fun, and then we have all the passive income data that was collected, and the little chart to go along with it. So, like, you know, the little planes, like the DHC-2s and your 172s and stuff, those earn the most money. But you need hundreds of them to equal, like a 737 is like the worst earner, but okay, we're coming up on TOD. So we're right about 2,000. We'll see what they clear us down to, but let's see if they clear us.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1. Descend and maintain flight level 410.
Descend and maintain flight level 410. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1.
Wait, 410, what?
Delta Sierra Charlie 1. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors. ILS runway 20 approach. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1. Descend and maintain 2000. Contact Saporzy Tower on 120.05.
Descend and maintain 2000. Tower on 120.05. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1. Saporzy Tower, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, 112 miles west, inbound ILS runway 20 approach.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, Saporzy Tower, QNH 1008, cleared ILS runway 20 approach.
Cleared ILS runway 20 approach, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1.
Okay, that is the one we have loaded. Check. I'll be path caught now. The thing I like about this plane is it descends very well. You don't have to use spoilers a lot. Be careful with it. It's got enough drag that it'll slow itself down real quick. Yeah, or the 737. It's kind of a little bit of a pain. All right, let's tell the people to buckle up. If you go in here and in VNav, you put in your descent speeds and everything. So you can have it slow down early or whatever. Get to 18, we'll slow down time again. Yeah. You know, I'm surprised, especially like on the Airbuses where they're kind of famed for their high levels of automation, that it won't automatically use the spoilers to provide an appropriate amount of drag. Like out of all the things they do, that wouldn't be so difficult. we've got landing field elevation, APU started, altimeter set, exterior light set, approach, landing data is confirmed. We need to get our landing data. Accept speeds. 122 is approach speed. So see, it's automatically slowing down. Looks pretty clear. We're not going to need ice protection. Minimums are set. Altimeters are good. Seatbelt signs are on, and we'll start getting flaps out and everything as we come down. Landing gear flaps, speed brakes, autopilot, blah 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 if we need to go around. Looking pretty flat out here. Problems with auto throttle is my real life throttle doesn't match it. Yeah, would this be Eastern Europe or Western Asia? I don't know. somewhere over there is the airport. Yeah, some of the tri-jets would be fun.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1. Wind 022 at 6. Clear to land runway 20.
Clear to land, runway 20.
Clear to land runway 20. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Okay, we are continuing. Spoilers out.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1. Turn next taxiway.
Well, I think it's got me way up there.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1. Exit runway when able.
I think I should have flown down the runway some more.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1. Turn next taxiway.
I would have been happy to turn earlier. I'll go
Summit
cross country,
Delta
I don't care.
Sierra Charlie 1. Contact ground on 124.0.
124.0.
124.0 for Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1.
We have arrived.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, taxi to parking.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1, taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Bravo. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 1.
Well, most of the flight was the autopilot. But thanks. I didn't embarrass myself on landing this time. That's good. I had like 3 737 flights in a row where I just did terrible landings. It was just horrible. Like one, I think, was like 750 feet per minute when I crashed into the ground, basically. I didn't call it a crash, but damaged my landing gear. That was the worst of the 3. What is this thing having me do here? Doing a tight turn there.
Already arrived? Time flies. I even wrapped up my work. Will totally recommend this company.
Now get out. Didn't make it. I get my S tier rating back. This changes way too much from flight to flight. Okay, wow, I'm gonna crash to sleep this time instead of my plane. It was good to talk to you, man. Thanks for chatting. If you go over to the official forums, the what's it called? Career mode chat. Yeah, I hang out in there. Okay, have a good night.